The Sundered Pass continues to fake me out with all of its many sunderings. It's literally the most maze-like zone in the entire game, or at least it feels like it. Let me not walk away from my bedroll. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. So I am in a cave that I have been in a number of times so far, and what I'm going to try to do here is walk all the way up this passageway. No, now my path is blocked actually, so that's not going to work. I was going to try not to use a torch. For those of you who missed it, I don't have a storm lantern. I don't know how I don't have a storm lantern. All I can tell you is that I don't have a storm lantern. I went back and I tried to figure out what happened with it. Game, hello, there we go. This slope is wild. I went back and tried to figure out what happened with it, and I so far have not been able to. I'm mainly focusing on getting these episodes recorded today, but there's this part of me that's like, where did that thing go? Because I didn't intentionally drop it. It's a weird mistake to make. Obviously, I'm constantly paranoid about my bedroll. It's become a bit of a meme here on the channel. Never used to be paranoid about it, but like since the channel came back online early last year, bedroll is a constant concern. Maybe that's just how I like, I don't know, I'm self-analyzing now. But anyway, the bedroll is a bit more of an understandable like thing to drop and leave behind. It's a little bit more confusing to think of leaving the, I'm going to go ahead and extinguish this. A little bit more confusing to think of leaving the storm lantern behind. And yet I have, somehow. I don't know how, but I have. The current theory, in my mind, I haven't really seen the comments yet on when it happens, but the current theory is that... Oh yeah, that's right. I can see that wall, but I can't reach it yet till I leave the cave. It's an interesting cave exit. Yeah, see. Current theory...
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh yeah, middle of the night, of course. Current theory is that I dropped it in an area where it kind of fell through the floor, as things sometimes do in the Long Dark when there is like weird terrain that's not meant to really like have things sitting on it. So I think that's quite possible. Okay, this is interesting. I know that leads back out to... Hang on, I need to be mindful of the fact there could be a wolf. That leads back to where I was previously. Wait, did I just completely miss the cave the last time I came through here? Because I feel like this is where that wolf got shot. Yeah, I need to be really mindful of respawn, because I don't want to get jumped by an Aurora wolf. Hang on, I need to get my bearings a little bit, because I think there are different bridges. First of all, let's take a look around. That's where I need to go. Up there. So let me backtrack a little bit. Because I want to try and spot for some of the areas that I've... Alright, that's the bridge. Okay. Yeah, that's the bridge I came out on top of earlier. Right? Right. So my storm lantern's basically somewhere over there. Now remember, there are cabins along this route, so I could keep walking. But I'm actually going to keep... We're going to backtrack a little bit, and we're going to go for that pathway that I found previously, because I feel like I found something that I need to continue exploring. I still don't know where my frickin' storm lantern is, but there's a possibility I'm about to find it if I indeed dropped it at a cabin. So this cabin is the one that I would have dropped it at, and then there's a pathway, I think, off to the left here that I hadn't explored previously. And that's the one that I want to check. So we're going to check those two things. Yeah. I want to go back up that way. Surprised I haven't done that more, because it seems like such an obvious path. And I've already been down here a couple of times. So I guess what I mean is that the very first time I was down here, I didn't notice it. Somehow. Grateful for the aurora, by the way. Alright, so my current... Again, there are really, I guess, two theories. The main theory, like I said, is that I dropped the... I just dropped it and it fell through the ground. But the other possibility is that... Oh, I came in here and I set the lantern down absent-mindedly using the placement system without realizing I was doing so. Yeah, there's nothing here. Nothing that I can see. It is currently very dark. So I do need to sleep for a bit here. I think what I'll do is go ahead... I won't get 3 hours, obviously. I'll barely get 2. Alright, that's nice. Let's go ahead and... Okay. Pass time a little bit longer. I did cook that entire deer, and it's down in that pathway below. I want to go back down there before too long. Now that I kind of know my way around, I'm getting a sense of like how to get back down there quickly as I move between locations here, which is nice. There's definitely a sense of like knowing how to get from point A to point B to point C pretty easily. Alright, the aurora just stopped, which is nice. Oh no, but now we have a blizzard. Or what looks like the beginnings of a blizzard. Which, if it's in fact a blizzard, that's going to be really annoying. I know... Oh man. Given how the last episode went, finding my way back to that deer meat in a blizzard, I mean, I'm going to need it for the same reasons I needed to cook the deer in the first place. Just if another one of these long blizzards starts right now, that's going to be the most Pleasant Valley thing that this zone has done to me yet. So I'm watching you, Sundered Pass. Don't you dare. So far, the blizzards in Sundered Pass seem to be, like, pretty far apart. Which is nice. I appreciate that. Okay. Let me look around one more time. I do not see a lantern. Okay, yeah. I didn't, like, leave it here somehow. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I definitely want to go back down, like I said, and continue exploring down below. Because I feel like there's just more to be discovered that starts, like, down lower in the zone. Again, really maze-like zone. It makes you feel like you, like, have a straight shot, but then it psychs you out. And you kind of don't have a straight shot. And then you feel like, well, maybe to get up there, I have to go in some opposite or alternate direction relative to what I would think. And it's pretty wild. You know what else is at the cabin? That frickin' maple sapling. But, you know, I have to go back for that deer meat at some point, so that'll be a little bit easier to remember. Okay, so now that I'm confident that I have not been here before, I had a moment when I was here previously, in just the last few episodes, that I was like, wait, have I been here? And in fact, I went over that tree and I didn't go this way. Now I'm gonna go that way. But first, let me just take a moment to look around. See, this feels familiar. I feel like I did walk up to this. In part because I see cattails that I picked, but I might have picked those cattails when I was here previously. I don't know. This is different. So, like, hang on. I think I might... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think it might have just clicked. Okay, yeah. This leads me exactly to the cave. Okay. Now that knowledge is coming back. So, cave entrance.
Starting to feel numb.
Right up here to the right. Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's where I wanted to go anyway. I knew that too. Like, I knew that. I totally remembered that there was a path that kind of took a horseshoe shape off of the road and came back around to the road, and that I had already been on it. That's very interesting. All right, let's step back in here. I just wish I knew where my freaking storm lantern was. Okay. We've got plenty of matches. Let's use one. So what we're gonna do, we're pretty cold. But we're at full condition. Well, no, not quite full condition. We're down like 1% or 0.5%. But we are at full condition. I'm gonna make my way back down to that cabin so that I can have some food. And then we're going to keep looking around the lower area so that I can stay committed to the fact that I've done that. And then I guess we'll make our way back up towards the cabin, the second story cabin that's partially inundated with snow, and kind of see if there's something to be found there. Maybe there is. I don't know. If I were to go there and, like, keep going up that hill, what would I find? I do recall, I think during the premiere when I arrived in the zone, maybe it was during the premiere, maybe it was in the second episode in the comments, but I remember being urged to, like, look in a certain direction around the time that I was somewhat north of the cabin. I wonder if that has anything to do with something I might have missed the first time I was there. Okay. That's very interesting, too. Because that area there, I've looked at that a few times from a few different perspectives. Okay, look. Way over there. I just threw in the direction. That's the deer and the wolf kill. Literally looking at them. So I can use that to pretty much take a straight shot right back to the meat. Alright, so there's a demon there, interestingly enough. And mind you, whoa, voice randomly caught. We still have not harvested the wolf. So there's that too. Honestly, I should have just let that torch run out. But it is what it is. Okay, so still no predators in this area, which is nice. There's probably going to be a bunny trolling me here in a second. There's hypothermia risk, so let's get inside.
If I don't warm up soon.
Perfect. Well, that was a partially consumed venison. I think that one was too. That one was not. There we go. That's what you want. Oh, that one was also partially consumed. So there's a lot that I dropped here that I had already eaten in part. Alright. Let's go inside. No need to lose condition all over again.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
And we can put this on the ground and drink some water. Yeah, encumbrance is way down, which is nice. Don't mind that at all. Let's sleep for a couple of hours. And now it's midday. Cooking pot, cooking skillet, let's not forget those. I'm sure there were some comments. But I never intended to stray far from here anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and I will eat that just to top off. And we're still going to leave this here. Okay, now let's go all the way back this way and see what else we can find. It is cold, so what I may have to do here is step back into the cave when I feel like I'm passing the cave, which we have to walk a little bit to get there. But I'll have to step back into the cave to warm up a bit. But that's something I can do. What I want to try and figure out is, like, that is where we're trying to go. How the heck do I get there? And maybe it is actually accessed. I wouldn't be surprised, given that it's this central area that seems to be on top of a large kind of plateau. It's not really a plateau, because it doesn't have a flat section on top, but like it's this massive rock formation that's towering over the landscape, but it seems to have, like, it seems to be kind of an island, so to speak. And so it's possible that there's like a path that starts near the bottom of it that kind of winds up around it. The only thing that's making me doubt that is that bridge that leads towards the weather station. That does not seem... that doesn't really support that idea, you know? So I'm open to finding out. I just want to go this direction and see what the game has for me. I am hugging the wall because I can watch for where the predators might be as I move into unexplored territory. Grass is changing color. It would be interesting if there was another cabin down here. I wouldn't complain about that. Alright, I see something in the distance over there. That was either a wolf or another stump. Alright, there's the bridge we need to get to. That doesn't go anywhere. Okay, alright. I'm liking that I'm kind of at the top of this slope because as I kind of step up to this ridge, I'm going to be able to see down presumably a good ways and really kind of scan the entire area for wolves and bears. And there are definitely wolves in front. Don't know how many, but there are. That shape I saw a moment ago might have been one. I'm actually going to back off a bit here because this looks like a bit of a path, doesn't it? This feels road-like here. You see the way this snow is dipping? I just don't... this terrain is so frickin' dippy. I don't trust it, man. I could come over this ridge and there could be an animal in my face. Alright, I'm going to try and go up this hill. Try and avert that. Let's stick to my strategy of staying near the wall. Because it's worked so far, damn it. That was me looking up the slope to make sure I wasn't walking towards a predator on the top of the slope. Which, that would be my luck.
Did I say I hate being... Ah!
Thank you. Thank you for shutting yourself up. Good God. And yes, by the way, You did. You did say that. You said it a few times. Alright, see, what's interesting is that, remember that because I am not wearing the, I have the rifle holster, not the crampons, on me. That's why I'm suffering from all these sprains. Alright, so there's a deer off in the distance. There's that bridge that we're trying to get to. There's hypothermia risk.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
No, you're not. That's not how that works. Actually, that is how that works. But that is the... Those are the words that I choose to tease Jennifer every time she says, I'm so cold, I'm warming up a bit. You get hypothermic. Obviously, there is a point... I've never experienced it. It's quite a scary thought, but there's a point where you're so, like, cold that you begin to experience the physical delusion that you're actually, like, warming up. Even though you, like, cognitively, like, know, you're aware of the fact that, like, the temperature hasn't changed. So it messes with you because you're, like, you literally feel warmer, but you... at the same time know that you're not. Yeah, nice ominous music to go with that thought. Hence my response, like, no, that's not how that works. You're not actually warming up. You're just deceiving yourself. Alright, so this does go a good ways back. I'm kind of optimistic about this, because that bridge, we need to go from there to there. So I'm kind of curious about what I'm going to find if I keep going this way. But I'm also a little bit concerned because I've been walking a good way now, and I do not currently have any kind of shelter. So what I'm going to do is step away from the wall here, because I want to keep going this way. This seems like it's leading somewhere maybe. But also, I want to be able to look down this ridge, like I was saying. Oh yeah, interesting. This seems like it's going somewhere. But again, that's what this path... like. There's a reason I opened this episode the way I did. This zone is all about, like, hey, look, I bet you think this is a path. And then it's actually not at all a path. That's what this zone seems to do to players. It seems to be designed to mess with you and make you think that you're approaching a path or that you have a shot at a path. And it's like, no, you actually don't. Why would you think that? That's silly. Okay, there are the wolves. Hypothermia risk is starting to set in, but is still manageable at the moment. I don't know, I'm torn. Do I want to go down into the bottom of this area and explore there? Oh, hi. That's a deer. A demon, to be precise. Alright, there's a wolf over there, too. Okay, yeah, this is why I wanted to spend some time peeking down. Oh, look, there's the shadow of the bridge. That's very interesting. Interesting. So there's a couple of burdock roots near this wolf. I don't see any other structures down here. Nor have I seen any caves for a minute. Although that does keep going that way, and I'm kind of tempted to go through there. Alright, so let me grab these, because this could be additional caloric value, and this might, honestly, these might be the only calories I find for a while. I hate that these take so long to chop, though. Why are you like this? Why can't you just be chopped down quickly like every other thing? I'm sitting here actually losing condition because of how long it takes you to do this. Okay. I'm torn with which way I want to go. I think I want to go this way first. The thing about going this way is that I'm fairly certain if I go this way, I will end up close to where I first arrived in the zone. My first path that I kind of chose. But I want to see, like, I want to test my theory, and there's a juniper runoff. Interesting. Alright, look at that. There is a tree. You see this? Hannerland does this. They do this. This is a thing that they do. So maybe this is the way I should go. I just don't want to lose too much more condition. I said that I wasn't going to sacrifice any more condition unnecessarily, and here I am really pushing to make my way along this path. And sacrificing my condition. Hypothermia risk is about 30... it's approaching 30%-ish. Just a guess. We don't actually get to see those numbers. Unless perhaps there are mods that show us the numbers, but I imagine there are. I've never looked into that. But it looks like it's about a third, or approaching a third. Alright, I'm still being mindful of the wildlife problem as well, or the wildlife potential. I'm not sure what I could run into. Could even be a moose. Doesn't have to be a bear. Could be more wolves, could be more timber wolves. That's possible. And of course, the wind is blowing in my face. Let's just acknowledge that hilarious reality. Of course it's blowing in my face. Oh, interesting. Could this be the beginning of the path? I think I'm hearing the bridge creaking. Could this be the beginning of a... Jennifer, listen. I'm gonna need you to have surer footing, please. Please. Are you kidding me? That is my last bandage. I need you to stop. My God. Yes, if I were less encumbered, it'd be less of a problem, but like... See, I don't know. I don't think this is actually going anywhere. I think this is just another fake out from this zone. Designed to make you think, here, this will take you where you need to go. No, just kidding. It will take you nowhere. Very interesting. Although I do hear... Okay, I think I know what I'm about to see. This is the first ice cave that we entered. We're not going to be able to get into the ice cave, but I think that's where we are. Yeah, it's up there. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's step down here. I do think you're meant to come up here. There's got to be... Well, yeah, maybe you're meant to come up here and think that there's something here that there's not. Man. They really did lay it on thick. I have no bandages left. If I sprang right now, I swear. I give up. I give up. I'm just not gonna... I'm just gonna limp for the rest of the episode. I'm gonna limp until we find a cave. Or some shelter. Or an animal kills us. I'm just gonna limp. I'm gonna limp. Out of spite. I'm kind of hoping there's a cave here, because, I mean, we're way out of the way at this point. This is normally the kind of spot on a map where the Long Dark would give you, would kind of throw you a bone and give you a place to hide. So it would be, it'd be a little strange. If we got all the way back here and there was no cave, but it doesn't look like there's a cave. I mainly just need these cattails for obvious reasons. Yeah, there's Ogre's Teardrop. That's a cool name. Fine, I'll make a frickin' bandage and eat the condition loss. Ugh. So salty. Okay. Wait a minute. Does that lead somewhere? No, that's a dead end. That's just as much of a dead end as every other dead end we've seen. So I just want to point out, like, yes, Hinterland... Oh, look, cattails. Yes, Hinterland absolutely does put trees in places so that you're, like, pointed in the direction of a place you need to go. But it does seem that even that is being used against the players in Sundered Pass. It's being used to fake you out and make you think that there's a path, but there's actually not one. I can't imagine exploring this zone for the first time on Interloper. I'm sure it's thrilling for people who play on that level all the time. I'm sure it's, like, incredibly tense. I love the view here, by the way. Okay, so now what we're going to do is head down into the... I guess we'll go... There's a couple of other paths. There's this way over here that I suppose I can go ahead and investigate. But I don't think that it's going to be much better, because it's not even that far removed from where we just were. Yeah, I don't think that goes anywhere. I really don't. That's not even traversable. I'm going to go... What I was originally about to say is that I'm going to go down the slope into the lower region here. Because I did say that I wanted to fully explore this area. I need to... If I can find a spot to just quickly light a fire and heat a beverage, I'm going to do that. So I'm moving back in front of the area I just came from. Yep, the juniper runoff. Alright, so there's a wolf right down there. That's where I got the burdock roots. It would be really nice if there was just a spot where I could quickly, reliably get a fire down, because there's not a lot blocking the wind at the moment. Ooh, hypothermia risk is quite high. Didn't notice that. Alright, we're going to have to... I really didn't realize how long I had dallied with that being a problem. So let's see. What side of this tree is blocked? This side. Hold on. Alright. We're going to use accelerant just to get it going as fast as possible.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to pour everything we've got onto it because we need it to heat up. Yep, there we go. Nope, don't need another fire. What I need is to place that. And we're going to cook this coffee. Alright, now, of course, the nice thing about this is that now that I've got this going, let's get these and those. I'm going to drop all those and warm them up. some coffee literally in the fire. Nobody saw that. Just kidding, everybody saw that. Now that's a very nice warm flask full of coffee. So hypothermia risk is still a thing, but as long as we can stay warm, we're fine. So I will definitely be taking advantage of that. Alright, let's be mindful of the wolf though. Because a wolf at this point would hurt. It wouldn't be fatal, but it would hurt. Did the sound just glitch out? I feel like the footstep just made a weird sound. It sounded 8-bit for a second. Or like synthesized. Alright, I'm gonna crouch because I'm not confident. I don't have... Or are you freaking kidding me, Jennifer? Okay, interesting. That's a wrist sprain too. So while I've got that, I can't exactly... See, what's interesting is right now I'm actually not getting much colder. I'm just going to stay up here, keep my torch, and see what I can find if I keep going this way. I'm optimistic that there's going to be some kind of shelter, because like I was saying, I'm going to lose my mind, y'all. I'm going to lose my mind. This is... I mean, I know I don't have the crampons and I'm walking on slopes constantly, but the number of sprains in the last 10 minutes is offensive. It's just straight up offensive. Like, you can stop. Okay. Cool. Great. Wonderful. Love this. Love everything about it. It's wonderful. It's just... This is just... peachy. And of course, by the way, I just lost the torch that I had lit, which was helping me stay warm. Hello, Mr. Wolf. I am crouched. Oh, our warming up bonus expired. Hold on. Yes, I am aware that that wolf is close. Alright, we're going to get warming up back. Hi. I'm sorry, you really didn't deserve that. I'm really mad at the sprain system right now, so, like, that was just... That wasn't on you, Wolf. That shot was not meant for you. But I shot it anyway. And it felt good. Okay, so this is leading somewhere. Also, I like that there's this pond down here. Because that to me indicates that even if there's nothing here and I have to come back through this direction, I can sweep through this pond and potentially find some cattails. But there is definitely... Ooh, that even looks like a cave over there. Nice. I'm going to stand up. With my luck, it's a bear cave. Alright, we've got some level ground. Thank God. Yep, that's a cave. Perfect. I do want to be mindful of the terrain, just because I'm so happy to have flat terrain. I don't necessarily know that this is going to end in flat terrain. Okay, so this is exactly what I said, more or less. Like, it's a really remote, kind of out-of-the-way spot. So they're basically just giving you a cave. And I'm kind of doubting that it's anything more than a cave. My inclination is to think that the route to the station is in fact somewhere on the top side of this zone. But again, this cave entrance does look a little funny. It looks a bit like a tunnel. So, we're going to have to find out as soon as I get in here what exactly is going on. Okay, it's not a tunnel, it's just a cave. It does look like it might be an interior cave. And I'm cautiously optimistic that there is going to be something new about it. Oh, nice. Another cooking skillet. Another candy bar. Water bottle. Water bottle. Very nice. Let's, ooh, idle hideout. Idle hideout.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay. Well, I don't know what the idle hideout is, but we got a save point. And we're at about the 41-minute mark for this episode, so I'm going to stop this one here, and the next one I'm going to go into this cave and see kind of where it leads. I'm cautiously optimistic that it will take us somewhere new that we haven't been yet. Kind of where we are geographically in the zone, there's also a very strong possibility that it will lead up to an area close to the initial cabin where we stayed, the one that's kind of inundated with snow. So, we still don't have a storm lantern, which sucks, but we've got plenty of torches and plenty of means to make more. So we're managing that situation as I continue to think about how the heck that happened and try and think about how I can get it back. But beyond that, it's just a matter of pursuing this objective, which is, I mean, everything we're doing is in the name of building map knowledge, but also looking for the way to the weather station and just building up a ton of just experience with the zone in the meantime. And I'm loving it, aside from the really long walking times, hypothermia risk, and super long blizzards. Those are fun. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For early episodes, channel emotes, and member badges, look for the join button. New episodes drop at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time every day but Wednesday, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.